Well, we just found out Blake committed voter fraud.
No!
No, I'm kidding. Joking.
No, he didn't.
Joking. Hello, everybody. Welcome into the show. The police are coming in. It's there's a lot going on out here.
I know a guy, Blake. Don't worry.
Glad you guys are with us on a Tuesday. Who's happy that it's primary day?
It's almost over. It's almost over. It's almost over. It's almost over. It's almost over.
Hey, I know, right?
And then we get into the really nasty stuff.
Yeah. But at least it subsides locally a little bit.
Yeah, I don't like the local chopping. I don't like that.
Right.
I'm over that mess.
Yeah. The local stuff, and so are the candidates. They are over it too, I'm sure. They are done with this, man. Very happy today is what today is. Let's see. On the show today, we're going to talk about a new tool for tracking down criminals. Well, kind of a new approach to cracking down on criminals here in St. Johns County that was developed by an intern at the clerk of court's office.
Wow.
Yeah. It's pretty. We'll talk about it.
There's power in interns.
Yeah.
I was waiting for Troy's neck.
I did not have sex with that woman.
Right? That's exactly where I was going.
Oh, boy.
The dress was from the Gap.
There.
For Troy's neck.
Troy is being so good this morning, you guys.
You are, Troy. We're proud of you, man. Yeah. We are proud of you. There's a new restaurant that's just been approved for St. Johns County.
Good.
Okay. You don't even know what it is yet.
I just love restaurants, period. I'm all about them. They're just nice places.
It's a restaurant where they cook babies.
Ooh, it's a delicacy. It's a delicacy. Could be fun, yeah.
It's just seeing if you're still going to support it or not.
Yeah. Tastes like,
Baby caps.
Yeah. Tastes
Yeah.
like flan.
There was a new report out that followed the money in the election. Boy, we're going to breeze through this story. Jeez. I'm just done talking about election stuff.
We got one more more big show tonight.
I know, 7 o'clock tonight. 7 o'clock, that's going to be a good show. Last night was a good show. And we'll do our election coverage tonight at 7 o'clock.
Nothing will be better than the opening ceremonies, though. I'm telling you that right now. Tune in at 5. Okay.
All right.
And you 5 people should stay for 7 o'clock.
Yes. None of them are watching this. Don't worry.
They're still sleeping to get their rest. They're getting their rest.
Totally different crowd.
They're going to the grocery store now to get it all done.
And more. And a whole lot more. Hope you guys are doing well this morning. Davey, I have to point out Davey in the Smallville Superman outfit this morning.
Yes.
Remember that show, Smallville?
I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Smallville,
Take your
great.
glasses off, Clark.
Oh, God, put him back on.
Let's go. Oh, God, he can't see. He's got a lazy eye. Oh, my God.
All right. We will. Let's just.
You got to freeze on that one.
That is going to be
Proud of
the
that one.
thumbnail for today's show.
Proud of that one. Thank you. Lace Meds Club. Thank you very little.
That's the next billboard.
Thank
right
you.
there.
Thank you,
That's it,
Tracy.
man.
Thank you, Allison, for making me look so great.
Oh, boy. We will start off the show by talking about Bozard Ford Lincoln. They have been more than just a dealership since 1949. They are a family-owned beacon of trust right here in St. Augustine. Founded on honesty, integrity, and community service, that Bozard family tradition continues to thrive through generations. They've got the state-of-the-art service facility, 91 climate-controlled service base out there, quick lane for no appointment-needed maintenance, plus you can enjoy the comforts of their customer lounge and the unique flavors of Ford's Garage while you're out there. They are the proud recipients of the prestigious Triple Crown Award and named Florida's Dealer of the Year by Dealer Rater. Their team dedicated to providing an enjoyable and efficient experience. Bozard Ford Lincoln, they offer the best in pricing, selection, and service. Visit them today off 95 and State Road 16, where your satisfaction is their mission, and they are driven to inspire. And also a big shout out to our friends at Fidus Roofing, Great Expectations Realty and Auction, Sheba Hut Toasted Subs, St. Augie's Pizza, BHF Insurance, Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, Griffin Service, Alace Med Spa, B&S Signs, and I am powered this morning by the Vibe Nutrition,
Aw,
as most mornings.
very nice.
Yeah. Good morning, guys. How you guys doing?
Hey, happy Tuesday.
Ooh, it's almost the weekend.
Yeah.
How about those apples?
Woo.
All
Gonna be a busy day today.
God bless.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you got for question of the day, Troy?
All right, question of the day, because it is election day. What is the very first presidential election you were allowed to vote in?
Oh.
You didn't necessarily had to vote in it, but you were allowed to vote
You were
in
of legal age.
Of legal age.
Which is
allowed-
what, 18?
Yes.
Okay.
Mine was Bush Kerry. We were talking, Bush versus Kerry.
Yeah, 2004.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we were talking about, Rick and I were talking about this. We actually saw George Bush's motorcade. We were on our way to Jacksonville to pick up friends of ours that were on break from the Navy. I forget what that actual term is. But
Siesta.
I don't think that's the official term.
You're stationed in another country.
Yeah, take a siesta.
But we saw George Bush's motorcade.
Really?
And it went on for like 20 minutes. Just all black Suburbans and motorcycle cops. And I mean, it was a massive, massive motorcade.
Yeah.
I mean, it took us off the road for 20 minutes. They made everybody get off the road. And yeah. And so we just sat down and I think we ate some Wendy's and watched the motorcade go by. Yep.
W.
I mean, I'm pretty foggy back in that era too, but I'm going to say Bush and Gore. I think I was 2000. Am I saying that right?
Yeah,
okay.
That's right.
That was my first
That
one.
was
Yeah.
the hanging Chad one.
Yeah.
So it's all your fault. You got it.
Probably where I was at the time. Yes. Philadelphia.
All Davy's fault up there in Philadelphia.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I just missed the 84 Reagan when I turned 18 in 85. So mine's 88. Mine is Dukakis.
Oh,
Okay.
Dukaka.
Dukakis. I was one of the 7 people that voted for him.
I remember this.
And the read my lips guy, George H.W. Bush.
I couldn't say Dukakis as a kid, and so like I would say Dukaka, and my mom's like, "You're not voting for Dukaka." I just thought it was so funny.
Votes if he had to stay with
Maybe
Dukakis.
I would should have did the marketing for him at like 3.
Yeah.
I know, right? Because he's got caca. Anyway,
Well, good question.
Yeah,
It'll be interesting to see how old our people are. In the office.
solid question. Reveal your age.
Within 4 years.
Yeah. Should have really just said, tell us your age.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Good stuff. Quick check of the weather, Troy.
Partly cloudy.
Quick check of the weather brought to you by Great Expectations Realty and Auction. They can sell your home, your business, and everything in it. Check them out at geauction.com, gerealty.us, and they got that auction coming up this weekend. Big truck auction. Lots of trucks out there.
Yeah, exciting. I think you said there's a fire truck or something, right?
There's a fire truck. There's a bunch of F-150s. There's
Whoa.
a couple F-250s out there.
Some
Wow.
Impalas.
Couple Impalas. There are a couple Impalas. Yeah.
Impalas are nice, right? Those are good.
They're all right. They're not as
Fair.
great as they used to be.
Oh, they're not as good.
No.
Mm.
But they do have a couple out there.
Weren't they police cars at one point in something?
Yeah.
I thought I saw some.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Do they leave the ramming package on? Because that's the only fun part of that.
Well, these are like the inspector vehicles. These are.
they've
I don't
already
even think these are
downgraded
the. I don't even think these are the cop vehicles.
They're
These
like
are like
forensic
the.
investigators.
Yeah.
Or they're,
Yeah,
medical
and
examiner.
like your county, your county parks and rec vehicles.
Now just a
So
family
the answer's
truckster. Yeah.
no.
The answer is no ramming package.
Right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
There went the value in that.
But we know a guy that could
okay.
add on that
Crush it,
feature.
Jenna.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. Put a ramming
we do.
package on it.
Jenna, we need a ramming package, please. I'll message her now. More RAM, Jenna. We need more RAM.
Yeah. Auction off just the ramming package.
Yeah, right. Hey, I'd buy that.
Yeah.
I'd buy
Yeah.
that.
For the ambulance.
Oh, that'd be great on the ambulance. Paint the ambulance black, throw a ramming package on it. Think it'd be like the that horror movie truck.
Yeah, make it like
Jeepers Creepers mobile.
Jeepers Creepers. Exactly.
Yeah, make
That's
it
what
with
I was trying to think of.
Make it with the cow catcher.
Oh, that's
right. Yeah.
It's a really great
a
horror
train.
movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Jeepers Creepers is so good.
It's not that good.
Oh my
Did you
gosh,
think it
it's
was
so
good?
good. All of them. Yeah,
no,
there's
not all of them.
yes, they're all creepy and cheesy and awesome. Yeah,
I was watching the second or third one the other night, and I
Yeah.
got through about 5 minutes of it and was like, "This is stupid."
Oh my goodness, you don't give anything a chance.
No, I don't. You gotta get me right off the bat. You really do.
Camping with Stevie does.
Yeah, I
Camping
know.
with
How
Steve.
can that guy like get credit? Like
I
seriously.
I don't watch a whole lot of Camping with Steve anymore.
Oh, anymore?
Well, it's pretty much the same episode every single time.
Yeah, yeah.
He goes out and camps somewhere that he's not supposed to be camping.
He ignored me for your birthday message anyway.
Well, he's a very busy man.
Oh, please.
He's got a lot of followers. Over 1 million followers on YouTube.
There's 4 Jeepers Creepers. There's the new one called Reborn. Ooh.
Yeah, they're so corny.
Jeepers
The people in that movie just beg to be killed. I mean, they really
They run
do.
towards it.
They really
They are simple
practically
folk,
do.
Pete.
They really do run towards it. No, they see some guy unloading a body into a trash compactor, and they decide to wait until he drives away and go check it out.
Whistling Jeepers Creepers.
What are you doing?
Justin
checking it out?
Long?
After
How can
he
you
tried to run
diss
them off the road.
Justin Long?
After he tried to run them off the road, by the way.
Oh, my goodness.
They decide to go investigate the guy who just tried, instead of just calling the police.
Who hurt you?
Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers. Yeah.
Watching that movie hurt me.
God,
It hurt my soul.
Completely done.
I was driving back from Orlando this past weekend, and there was a total Final Destination truck. You know, I mean,
Oh, with the logs?
Yeah. Well, it was big, like pipes, like metal pipes and stuff.
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
yeah.
We were locked behind him in traffic, and I'm just like, I just gotta get past it.
That's how we all feel, right? Yeah.
And it was just trapped in traffic, and I'm like, oh. So it was like 30 minutes of being stuck in Final Destination, waiting for those pipes to just.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
That's what we all think of. when we
Every
see
time,
those trucks.
every time
Yeah.
I'm behind it, I was like,
It's a
no,
log or
not
a
staying
pipe
there.
truck. Yeah. Speaking of traffic, we go to the booth for the traffic report. What do we got, guys?
We're blessed today. No wrecks, no accidents. Everyone's moving smooth as usual.
Okay.
And we got a nice little reminder to go vote today.
Well, that's a lie. You will still be alive if you don't vote.
Well, that's a campaign thing. It's kind of like
Yeah.
a niche
it
thing.
was kind of around our era when we were able to vote. I think it was in between
It
before
was,
we
yeah,
could and when you did.
I feel like I've seen a lot of that on like MTV.
Remember
TRL
Rock the
growing
Vote,
up. Rock the
right.
Vote.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Madonna with the American flag. It was very controversial, but it was so good.
Now she's not even American anymore.
Well,
It was all propaganda.
oh, jeez. MTV got in there.
That's right. All right, you will live if you don't vote.
Is
but
MTV still
probably should
around?
vote.
Yeah, ridiculousness is on
Yeah.
24 hours.
It is the ridiculousness channel.
Oh,
It really
wow.
is.
Her laugh gets me crazy.
Yeah, not everybody loves Chanel's laugh.
Chanel, oh, West Coast.
Yeah, she has a reality show coming out and has a lot of face surgery and stuff going on.
Oh, that's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She joined the club.
Yeah, baby
Yeah,
fish
I
mouth
guess
is
so.
sweeping the nation.
That's right. All right, that traffic report brought to you by a place that won't give you baby fish mouth, and that's Lace Med Spa. They know what they're doing.
Yes, they do.
They specialize in providing their clients with a wide range of luxurious spa treatments and advanced medical aesthetic procedures. Whether you are looking to unwind with a hydrofacial or enhance your natural beauty with Botox, dermal fillers, laser treatments, and much, 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 much more, their expert staff will develop a personalized treatment plan tailored to your unique needs and goals. It's beauty on your terms. It's a Lace Med Spa. Check them out at alace.com. All right.
What about the Davy discount?
Oh, of course. They know
Davy
this by
discount.
now.
I mean,
yeah.
they should know this by now, but if you don't know this by now and you're a new customer, you can go in and mention Davy's name and get $100 off.
So amazing.
Yeah.
And Davy's already shown you the before and after picture today.
Mhm. I was roadkill before I met Lace Med Spa, yes.
All right, let's talk about this clerk's office using the social media to help speed up court cases. This could be interesting. Social media now being used as a tool that may help court cases in St. Johns County move forward a little bit faster, they say. Thanks to an idea from an intern at the clerk's office. Social media, they say, has been used for a lot of things. That's true. Including connecting friends with family. Now St. Johns County will be using it to locate people for court cases. Sounds like a novel concept. Hannah Vanover, she's an intern with St. Johns County Clerk's Office. She came up with the idea. She said, so while they might not know exactly where the person is, they did have his social media access, and the person is probably still posting on social media. So
Stupid.
They just can't stop themselves.
Right, I know. Yeah, people can't stop themselves from posting on social media, especially criminals. Criminals love to post on social media.
Yeah, it's part
It's one
of
of the
thing.
dumbest things you can do as a criminal.
Yeah.
She said, so I figured if the sheriff's department had access to the social media information, that they would be able to put together a pattern of life and be able to find these people who are avoiding service. Well, I would think now that these people know this, they're not going to be using their social media if they're avoiding service.
I wonder, is there a statute of limitations on this, though? Can they go like way back 10 years ago for something you posted or said and then use it against you? Or is this just like in
This
current?
is just to track people down.
Got
This
it.
is just to
Okay.
try and pinpoint their
saying.
location.
I can
Look
have
at
that-
trees in the background, look at buildings in the background.
Gotcha.
see where they're
It's
at.
not to build a case; it's to make sure they show up for their.
Yeah.
For their,
Okay. So I don't have access to my MySpace and I'm freaking out right now.
I don't want access to my MySpace.
I do.
Oh, there's so much hateful poetry out there. I've got to get rid of it. Oh.
Oh, boy. The clerk's office said they loved the idea. I was immediately blown away. I mean, just the positive attitude that she brought forward presenting this idea really highlighted that our internship works, says Chief Administrative Officer of the St. Johns County Clerk Ashanti Austin. The clerk is collaborating with the sheriff's office and started using social media to locate people in July. I just think this is easily avoidable. I think it's easy to not use your social media to get caught if you're trying to stay out of court.
If they get caught, do they slide into your DMs? Like, that's my question. Like, how do they tell you,
the
boom,
peop-
we got caught?
The people that they're trying to catch aren't watching this show, so they're probably
You don't know that?
not as sharp as the rest of the world.
I'm actually running the show.
Sit right here.
Right here, guys.
Right here.
You could have waited till I left to talk about me. Since the idea became part of the workflow in St. Johns County, staff has already been getting feedback. It doesn't say how many results they've been getting, but it does say people have said we have received some positive feedback from the sheriff's office because a lot of times they run into problems serving its respondents in injunction cases. That's what Austin, again, just Shanti Austin said.
Mm-hmm.
What it does is slow down the case progressing through the courts. So we received, you guys get the point. I hate reading quotes, but you guys get the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys happy about this? You think it's worth it? A tool? What do you think here?
I think it's a place to start.
Yeah.
You know, it's a starting
Yeah.
point. I don't think it's a foolproof
Yeah.
way
So,
to.
I mean, some of the
catch
best
people
ideas
avoiding
are the
court.
simplest ideas. And
Yeah.
it just, I'm like, okay, why weren't we doing this before?
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm
seriously.
sorry, I'm sorry.
How weren't we doing this before?
I mean,
I believe
So
the
that's
word
a
was
good
blown
point.
away. I'm like, where were you blown to?
that's
Because
that's a different intern.
Oh, okay. God. Oh, cuckoo. Whoopsie doodle.
You knew it was gonna come back here.
You just had to call back.
All right. Well, that's that story.
Yep. Killed it.
Yep. Moving on. Oh,
What I'm here for.
can't move on to that story after Davey just said that.
Oh,
Now we need to talk about that story a little bit more. A little bit more of a
joggles.
buffer. Yeah.
Whoopsie doodle.
So, social media. It'll help.
We got an
Oh,
intern
look,
on
it's
the screen for you.
oh.
That's Troy Clinton.
Hey. That's kind of.
I was already bald when I'm interning.
The oldest intern.
Hair club for men.
Oh wow. Jeez.
Looks great though.
Yeah.
Seamless neck there.
You should see my van.
Okay. We've got a sad story to tell you about here for our next story, unfortunately. A woman was killed after a St. Johns County crash on I-95. A New York woman passed away in St. Johns County on Interstate 95 Sunday night, this according to the Florida Highway Patrol. At 10:21 p.m., FHP says a 47-year-old Miami man was driving a semi-truck southbound on the outside lane on I-95 near mile marker 299. While doing so, a New York woman who was 26 years old was standing outside a sedan that was parked on the right shoulder of I-95. Yeah, man. The FHP crash report states that the semi-truck struck the woman as she was standing in the right travel lane. Another sedan, which was driven by a 44-year-old Kissimmee woman, was traveling behind the semi-truck, also struck the woman.
She was in the lane. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to
I'm not
get
sure
all the
why.
way, get all the way off the road.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even, yeah,
This is horrible.
it really is, man. The report notes that the New York woman's sedan was previously involved in a separate crash. She exited her vehicle to converse with the other driver in the separate crash when she was struck by the secondary collision. Very sad, man. FHP did not release the identity of those involved in the crash. You got to be safe out there, man. This was 10 to this, so this was dark. It was almost 10:30 at night. Just be safe out there on those roads. It's just a very, very sad one to have to report to.
Have you guys ever broken down on like a major highway like that? What's that like? Like, do you have to just, like, what goes on?
I can tell you this: the scariest moment of my life, I've had many ridiculous moments, but I was taking a crew of young kids early in my career down to Miami for Hershey's track and field. They used to do a track and field that was sponsored by Hershey's candy bar. I was taking them down there, and I got a flat tire in Fort Lauderdale. It was a blowout on my left back tire in a van that was one of those 15 passenger vans, and I had it loaded to the hilt, and I had a blowout, and traffic was doing like 70 miles an hour, and I had to change a tire. I had to get everyone out of the van, sit them up on a little wall, with 15 kids sitting up there, and me trying to change a tire on a 15 passenger van as trucks are going by, and that thing's just.
And there's no room in Lauderdale down there on 95.
Yeah, and it was
like 6 lanes or 5 lanes.
Basically, I was in the far left emergency lane. I was possibly in the most dangerous position I could have been in, but I couldn't get all the way over because of where the tire blew out. And I'm telling you, I was just like, okay, this is the day I'm going to die. This is the day I'm going to die.
Yeah.
And luckily everything worked out and all the kids were safe. But I had one other chaperone with me that I said, because they were going to come down and help. I was like, no, you just keep the kids on the wall. Just keep them up there. That's your only job. I was like, I'll take care of all this. It was awful.
Rick and I were headed down to a Hoop It Up tournament down in that area, right? Yeah. Was it Miami or Fort Lauderdale we were going to?
Between both of them, actually. It was just after Lauderdale before Miami.
That's Hollywood.
Right. Yeah. The Road Ranger pushed us?
Yes, the Road Ranger. So Rick was driving it was like a 95 or something Ford Explorer. Yep. And we called it the kazoo. The transmission went out. Yes. As we were driving down 95. And the thing is, there was no shoulder. There was about a bike lane's worth of a shoulder. It was in a construction zone.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So we were literally really in the middle of the road. We were in the middle of the highway for about 20 minutes.
Oh, my gosh.
As we waited for what was called the Road Ranger down there. And there was like this big truck with this big bumper that just came up behind us and pushed us.
With the Ram package.
With the Ram package. It did have the Ram package.
Ram is safe.
Well,
and pushed us off the exit.
Construction zones are so, I mean, like when I did my walk in 2000, I did not walk through construction zones because people get so distracted.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the fact that you guys got out of that with that good of a story is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It was sketchy.
Scary.
It was very sketchy. And it was getting dark. I don't think it was exactly dark yet, but by the time we got the car pulled over off with the Road Ranger, it was definitely dark.
He pushed us a good mile or two going
Probably
15, 20 miles an hour in the right lane.
Yeah.
That was sketchy.
It was nuts, man. It was sketchy.
Probably the best that vehicle ran up the whole trip.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, man. It is Gas Buddy Gas Report time. Let us know in the comments where you are seeing the best prices for gas. We would highly, greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, I got to fill up today, so let me know.
It's not that bad today. I've seen some good prices today. We got the Owens at 780 South Ponce at 309.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sunoco at 450 South Ponce, 309 as well. The Shell at 146 King Street, 310. The Shell at 216 Ponce de Leon Boulevard at 312. The Mobile and Circle K at 800 South Ponce, 313. The Gate at 4075 US 1 North, they are at 314 as well. Same with the Sunoco at 21.99 North Ponce. That's their cash price. 10.99 South Ponce listed at 315 an hour ago. The Circle K at 45.64 US 1 North, 319, and then that's the same with the Shell at 23.50 North Ponce de Leon Boulevard.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's coming down. Now's a good time to get gas.
Prices are great. Yeah.
Chris Lucero Bail Bonds brings us that gas report. If you or someone you know is in trouble with the law, Chris, we'll get you out. We'll get you out of jail pretty easily.
That's the face you want to see.
He is the face you want to see if you go to jail, because that means he's getting you out of jail. 904-822-BAIL, 904-822-2245. We got a lot of live music. Well, I say that, but we got a little bit of live music happening today.
Oh,
right?
just
a medium-sized amount of live music happening.
Do you think it's because of the primary tonight?
Oh, no.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Okay.
It'd be more crowded.
Yeah.
The JC Hatfield Trio at the Milltop Tavern at noon. We got Josh Tennessee Worthy at Pierre's Pub at 1. Brett Blackshear, Trade Winds, 1 o'clock. John Q at the Milltop Tavern at 4:30. Duran Baker at the Embassy Suites at 5. Mark Hart at Trade Winds at 5. St. Augustine Songwriters Night at the Oasis at 6 o'clock.
Oh.
Smokin' Joe Shower at Ann O'Malley's at 6. Jonathan Lee at Pierre's Pub at 6 o'clock. The Dewey Via Band at Tides at 7. And then Trivia with Blake, Aiden, and Troy.
Just Blake and Aiden.
Oh, Blake and Aiden.
Oh, because you have to do this
there we go.
primary. That's right.
That's right.
Such a good luck,
Gypsy
guys.
Cab.
Yeah.
Gypsy Cab, 7 o'clock.
Have fun.
Speaking of fun, we had a lot of fun yesterday with Jimmy in studio from Griffin Service.
Gosh, did we ever? That was a great segment.
Man.
Yeah.
Griffin Service understands that choosing the right company when you need AC, plumbing, or electrical services is a big decision. They help hundreds of local families just like yours every single week getting problems fixed so that you can get back to what really matters. You see them everywhere, dozens of times a week, and when you do, it always means legendary service is on the way. If you have an AC, plumbing, or electrical problem, Griffin makes it easy to fix. 904-500-2653 or visit griffinservice.com and see the Grifference.
Ask for Jimmy.
Ask for Jimmy. You need electrical stuff. All right, terrible Tuesday. Basically my worst fear.
Terrible.
And my worst fear happening to a patient, put a doctor on probation in Tampa. Oh, God, this freaks me out. I don't even want to read this story.
Really?
I really don't. Because it's going to make me...
They cut off the wrong leg again.
Well, I was thinking enlargement, like failure or something.
It's worse to me. I mean, it's not worse in the long run, but it's worse in the short term.
Oh, I get it. Long run. Cut off the leg.
Flip a body part, maybe?
It's going to be a pretty short run.
In Italian, you say gamba corta. That means short leg.
All right. I'm not even going to dissect any more about that. We're going to tell you about Fidus Roofing.
You had to say dissect.
Yeah, they support a lot of local charities that support local kids. That's one of the reasons we love them. Big brothers and big sisters of St. Johns County investing in kids and the Boy Scouts and more. They're also always looking to grow their team, and they would encourage you to come and apply with them. They're master elite contractors for St. Johns County, and that lets them offer you warranties that nobody else can touch. Give them a call, 904-355-ROOF.
They do paver surgery.
And gutters.
Yeah. Wow, I was waiting there.
Whoa, that was a little
Left
constipated
us all
there.
in suspense.
Gotta loosen you
He
up.
added to the whole thing. I was in the rhythm, and then I had to find it again, and I just never got it back.
Of course.
Never got it back.
All right. Oh, this is my worst fear ever.
All right, what is it?
Tampa doctor on probation after patient wakes up during procedure due to a hearing aid issue.
What?
You mean like anesthesia? They woke up through that or something?
Yeah.
We're all going to find out together on this.
Okie dokie, here we go.
A Tampa gastroenterologist, Dr. Ishwari Prasad,
Not the best.
was placed on probation.
His name wasn't like Dr. Tudor.
Yeah.
Whoa. All right, Troy, lay off the dad jokes here for a little while there. It's like every word, Troy's got a dad joke for it today.
I slept well.
Coffee table book or something we can make out of them.
He was placed on probation after an investigation by the Florida Department of Health. The investigation stemmed from claims that Dr. Prasad was not wearing his hearing aids and consequently did not hear the screams of the patient who woke up during the procedure. How do you not see the patient screaming?
Focused on an area.
Well, it depends which way. You know. He's a gastrologist.
Yeah, so bariatric, I'm thinking,
Which way he was laying or she was laying.
Was he under the hood? Like, you know what I mean? He just didn't look at the driver.
The incident occurred in June of 2023 at the Ambulatory Surgery Center in Tampa. Never going there.
Oh,
Nope.
gosh.
Where Dr. Prasad was performing colonoscopies on 2 patients. God, this story just gets worse. This just gets worse.
Wow.
According to
Wait
the
a minute.
complaint.
Knock you out for that?
Well,
That's what I'm going. I was like, really?
According to the complaint, during one of the procedures, Dr. Prasad began inserting the colonoscopy scope before the patient was fully sedated.
Oh, baby, just breathe into it. It's all right, sugar. Good Lord. Not that big.
Okay, now it's not as bad.
I mean, I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to be good here,
I thought it was
but
like sliced open and like
really,
guts were
truly
hanging
thought this
out.
was like brain surgery
Yeah.
or something. Literally, you just have to breathe. Oh.
The patient reportedly began
Have another
yelling.
bourbon.
But Dr. Prasad did not immediately stop the procedure. The report attributes his failure to Dr. Prasad's decision not to wear his assistive hearing devices.
He didn't feel it pucker? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
There's more tension than normal.
right. You would see that on the wand.
This prevented him from realizing that the patient was not fully sedated. Additionally, the surgical team was unable to communicate effectively with Dr. Prasad during the incident. I mean, all you have to do is tap him on the, hey,
Yeah.
how did they
Right.
not? This is really a terrible surgical team.
Or throw a leg. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you know. He's on down the road there, Scarecrow. Like, let's go.
Dr. Jay Wolfson, interim dean at USF College of Public Health, emphasized the traumatic nature of the experience for the patient who woke up in the middle of the procedure feeling pain and confusion. The complaint also accuses Dr. Prasad of allowing an unlicensed surgical technician to perform parts of procedures, including inserting and manipulating the scope and removing polyps. Not a discussion I really honestly expected to have this morning.
It's interesting.
You said I can't go with more dad jokes, so I'm just being quiet.
No, Troy, all your jokes for this story would be 13-year-old jokes.
Yeah.
These are not dad jokes. These are kid jokes.
Yeah.
These actions further compounded the seriousness of the situation. As a result of these findings, the Florida Board of Medicine placed Dr. Prasad on probation. During a meeting earlier this month, he is now calling it a false report in an email to Fox 13.
He's firing back.
And he's working with his lawyer to address the allegations. Notably, Dr. Prasad has not faced any previous discipline, by the Board of Medicine. So,
Sounds to me like a patient was being a little bitch.
I think so, a little bit here. Right? I kind of feel that way. Little trampa.
wow. Okay. Jeez.
No big deal.
All right. Well, I'm not at the age yet where I have to do those. So getting close.
I am, but I still haven't went in.
Me too.
It's
It's my golden year. Here I go to pasture.
Oh, boy.
There we go.
All right, moving on.
Yeah, I was not good. Yeah.
I know a guy when you guys are ready.
Is he cheaper? Just kidding.
No, it's the guy we just talked about.
He's a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Sounds rough.
Does it under the table.
My goodness. Dr. Patel.
That kind of doctor.
Vicious.
If you ask me. That's it. That's all I got.
We're done now. We're really done.
All right. Moving on.
The whole time you're telling that story, no, I'm not moving on yet. The whole time you're telling that story, the Seinfeld episode kept coming up. The ass man.
Yeah.
That kept coming in my head right there. Kramer kept appearing. I was picturing the doctor as Kramer.
Awful. It's the last doctor I would want.
100%.
Well, speaking of things getting rammed up your...
Yay!
St. Johns County Commission race is heating up as developer money flows in.
Speaking about that, yeah.
The races for St. Johns County Commission are heated, and the campaigns have raised hundreds of thousands of dollars, according to this report. But where is the money coming from in the campaigns? It's long been said that home builders and developers are financially behind the politics in St. Johns County. Research was conducted for days on the campaign contributions by this group to see If that is really the case, the incumbents, Christian Whitehurst, Roy Alamo, Henry Dean, all three advertising together, as we've noted over the past week or so. While each incumbent faces multiple opponents, the chief contenders are Anne Marie Evans, Clay Murphy, and Ann Taylor. Evans, Murphy, and Taylor are touting the slow growth platform. Evans and Taylor are also advertising together, calling themselves the Anns.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We met one of them, right?
On roadside signs. Yeah, we did meet an Ann.
Very nice.
We did meet an Ann. Pouring through each candidate's individual direct campaign contributions, the incumbents have outraised, obviously, their opponents in big ways. As of August 14th, Whitehurst, Alamo, and Henry Dean have each raised between $200,000 and $264,000.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Their opponents have far less in their accounts, $22,000 for Evans, $25,000 for Taylor, and Murphy at about $70,000. For the incumbents, it's been determined that based on addresses and names that match up, a chunk of the incumbents' donations come from home builders, developers, as well as Gate Petroleum. It's nothing new. The top contributions are the Park Group, which developed Nocatee, the ICI Homes, which has built homes in Silverleaf and Nocatee, Gate Petroleum and Hudson Companies, which has developed Silverleaf, of course. It is also... they note that it's also Travis Hudson's family who owns the Hudson Companies. We all knew that.
Yeah, I mean, context clues there, Captain Obvious, yeah.
Evans and Taylor say they have not accepted any developer money and will not. It's been determined that Murphy has accepted about $6,000 from a developer and two builders. And when we're talking about developer and two builder, I mean, one of those was Chris Shee. I don't think we...
Yeah, that's local. Everyone knows that,
yeah. From a developer and two builders, and that's all public record. You can look it up. But that's a fraction, this report notes, of what the incumbents have accepted. There are political action committees that collect donations to help elect and defeat candidates. Different PACs have paid for the negative advertising. I think mostly we have talked about all of this stuff. Let's see.
But afterwards, I'm hoping a lot of nonprofits can benefit from this, like Home Again. Like, that would be amazing to see if they're not using those funds for that to go to something local and beneficial to all concerned.
Yeah, I would imagine they pretty much use every penny of that.
Sometimes, right?
Sometimes there's some left over and they can donate that to nonprofits, right?
Yeah, and the only time I've ever benefited from it was a race that somebody just dropped out of. Like they thought they were going to need it in November race, and then that person dropped out.
Gotcha.
Because you keep some back, because there are some races that you have to continue to campaign on.
That's right.
So we won't know where that's at until November.
Yeah.
So
this report says it's been confirmed that the PACs donated to the incumbents are all from two addresses in Tallahassee or Gainesville, and are led by the same person. The money pouring into those PACs, especially the ones connected to St. Johns County, are from developers like the Park Group, Dreamfinders Homes, Valancourt Construction, Hudson Companies, ICI Homes, as well as Gate Petroleum. Gate wants to develop a place, right? Gates wants to develop homes or apartments.
That's like,
or is it the gas station? They're trying to build the gas station out there.
They have the gas stations. I mean, it's they have the club in Ponte Vedra that's doing their big renovation right now. So I mean, that family's been a big part of our community for a long time. So some of the people that they're throwing barbs at have done more in this community than and was doing it well before some of these candidates got here. So it's don't careful who you're throwing the barbs at.
What does post-primary look like in the world, tomorrow? What will tomorrow look like? Will there still be fighting and things going on?
No, literally all dies after.
Really, truly? Okay, good.
In these particular commission races, there are some other write-in candidates that are out there, but it goes away. The other candidates, the candidates that don't move on, go get their signs. The candidates that do move on, they'll leave their signs out until November. But it gets a lot better.
So I mean, I don't think there's anything in this report that people didn't already know.
Yeah,
right.
I really don't.
Some of those numbers are big, though. I didn't know 268. That's a big number.
Yeah.
For a job you make like 65,000,
right,
70,000.
Right.
I mean, the race that's really scary is like the Tom Leake, David Shore race. How much they've raised, and that job pays like $40,000.
For real?
Yeah.
The state rates only pays like 30 or 40,000. So yeah.
You're gonna get a secondhand job or something?
Yeah, well, you get those contacts.
Get some.
You're buying the Rolodex.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they noted about, I don't know. Yeah. So, I mean, I think this is nothing new. Everybody knows this.
I mean, I can spend some money. I mean, if you need help instead of spending $268,000, honey, I can get that done for you in a minute.
All right, we got a new restaurant design in Palm Valley that's nearing final approval by the PZA vote. The design of a new restaurant in the Palm Valley area set to replace the now closed Lulu's Waterfront Grill.
Okay. This is going to be cool. Lulu's is famous. That spot is very famous.
Well, this new venture is nearing final approval following recent actions. St. Johns County's Planning and Zoning Agency just lost my whole space there. That's nice. Voted 5-1 to recommend approval of rezoning the 1.3 acre property at 301 North Roscoe Boulevard. Now, the rezoning will change the property from commercial, highway, and tourist to planned unit development, allowing for a maximum of 10,000 square feet of restaurant space.
Good gracious.
Wow, that's a massive restaurant.
Well, that's about the most you can put on 1 acre.
Yeah.
That's big.
Following the PZA's recommendation, the proposal will go before the County Commission on October 1st for a final vote. Members of the PZA commend the new restaurant design for addressing some of the issues raised by neighbors, such as increased buffers and setbacks. Oh, look, that looks like a mansion.
That's beautiful.
Like a house.
Is
I
that
want
the
to
dream
live
house?
there, man. Holy crap.
Love that.
That looks...
What are they cooking in the fireplaces there?
Yeah, well, why would the
Why
smokestacks there, right?
Why are the smokestack?
Land Rover in the front. There it is.
Well, it's a restaurant.
I know, yeah. And
Pizza.
then Panavidra.
Pizza. They're cooking pizza.
That's a Pacifica.
Yeah.
The location is advantageous, offering both indoor and outdoor dining along the Intercoastal Waterway. The goal is to have the new restaurant operational within a year of final approval. According to the rezoning application, the property is expected to benefit the county by serving local neighborhoods, providing employment, and increasing the commercial tax base, which would, result in more money, obviously.
When's the last time you drove on Roscoe? Like, it makes me feel like such a less of a human being. Like, what? I mean, have you seen those houses, Pete? Like,
yeah, I know.
God. What are we doing in life? Like, what memo did I miss?
Amazing
Here's
houses,
the thing about Roscoe, and it still exists today. I was up there at the Players this past year, and where I parks off of Roscoe. You drive by and you see $1 million house, $1 million house, $5 million house, trailer.
Yeah. That would be Day-Day's house, Little cottage,
Oh, I found Davey.
Exactly. That's exactly me.
But I mean, that's the way the pattern kind of goes like that.
Totally.
It's like every fifth location, because it's like land that was handed down from a family, and it was like for fishing or something like that. And it's like trailer. And it's not like, one of those nice double wides. It's like got the tree growing halfway through the top of it.
The roof's caved in.
Right.
Ansel and Gretel.
The guy with no shirt and the burn barrel out front.
Gingerbread house. Yeah. Marge, go get me some meatloaf.
Yeah.
It is. It will make you very, very jealous of those nice houses. Yeah.
No, I used to eat at Barbara Jean's.
Yeah.
They had some really good jalapeno cornbread.
Yeah.
Isn't there a V's Pizza out there by Roscoe? I don't know.
I've only had the V's Pizza off the US 1 there. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I think there's one.
I finally got to go.
Yeah. All right. Troy, how do you want to check the comments?
All right, I'm going to tiptoe through the thoughts of the tribe, but I lost a lot of comments. So if I left out something super funny, it's not my fault.
Oh.
Well, luckily you've made enough dad jokes to fill all the humor voids.
Definitely.
But usually they're funny.
Yeah.
I'm just sad.
Well, you don't have to be sad when you're working with Bates, Hewitt, and Floyd. They are not your average local insurance agency. They provide peace of mind and insurance to protect your biggest investments. Their approach to insurance and risk, longevity in our community, and the way they treat their clients sets them apart from all the rest. They offer homeowners, auto, commercial, and benefits, and they've been doing that for over 50 years. Christy Lawrenson is St. Augustine's premier agent, and she offers complimentary policy reviews and has a deep understanding of insurance and what is needed in St. Augustine to be properly insured. Her attention to detail and organizational skills have found policy errors and cost savings where others have not. Give them a call, 904-794-5455, and schedule your appointment today. Also, our friends at BNS Signs, locally owned and operated full-service sign business, now in their third generation of family ownership. Since 1967, they have been providing businesses and organizations in St. Johns County and surrounding areas with quality signage. From your business card to your storefront signage and beyond, BNS Signs is equipped to serve you. They're a full-service sign shop offering design, permitting, fabrication, installation, maintenance, and crane services. Check them out, bnssigns.com. All right, Troy, what do we have in there, man?
All right. So as far as the question of the day, Bobby said his first election was Lincoln Stevenson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's.
As in Abe Lincoln?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's way too much.
All right. Wawa was at 339. Costco was at 315. There was a lot of talk about the procedure, and people basically agree with us. Come on, it's not that bad.
A lot of our people fell asleep in the middle of the procedure. Like, they didn't even need it, so.
All right. Stardom stat.
All right, Stardom stat. On this day in 1619, today's the day, and it's not a good day, but it's a day that needs to be marked in history. It's the first day Africans arrived from Jamestown, and and it basically started slavery in North America. Now, you have to think, we started in 1565. So this is 60 years after, St. Augustine was here. So this was in Jamestown, and it was a Portuguese ship that arrived with approximately about 20 slaves to serve the 700 residents of Jamestown.
Wow.
So this is the day it kind of started in the New World.
Wow.
Not an uplifting one.
No, I'm like,
not at all.
But it's a part of our history to, a day that makes a huge difference for the next 200 years in our history.
When was Fort Mose?
Fort Mose came along. There was two different ones, but they came along usually in the 1700s.
Oh. Okay.
And that was more, the Spanish did that to weaken the, it wasn't like the Spanish were so kind and like
they just wanted to
slavery
convert.
did exist here,
Yeah.
but they needed the workers, and they wanted to weaken the economy in the Carolinas for the British.
Shiesty.
That was kind of their way of making that happen.
All right, that's Stardom Stat brought to you by St. Augie's Pizza in downtown St. Augustine.
Tasty.
Check them out between Riberia and ML King. Go grab yourself a few slices today. Plugs, Troy.
Plugs, tune into the show tonight, and if you can't make it and you want to go see Blake over at Gypsy Cab, I think there might be some seats available.
Okay. Davey?
Oh, goodness. We have Jennifer Wills this afternoon.
My favorite Canadian.
So excited to see her.
Awesome. And I will tell you to go to thefloordemangames.com. Grab a ticket today. See you later.